Hello. And set that down for a minute. Happy Friday. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. Our day is beginning. There's so much to do. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. It is Friday that you'll be watching this. I'll tell you a secret. I'm really filming on Thursday, but you'll be watching it on Friday. So let's check out the weather. Oh, I wanted to do this during the day instead of the middle of the night because look at the sky. It's a little bit different from the sky we were looking at yesterday. This sky is clear and this sky is blue. We have to look a lot harder to find some clouds. There's some clouds right there. For the scientist, these are Strato Cirrus clouds because they are, how do I want to say it? They have like little flicks of cloud coming off and a little bit of long, thin layered clouds are stratus clouds. Cirrus clouds are flicky like that. So we kind of have a combination today of strato cirrus clouds. Let me go this way and we can get past my patio here. We can get more of a strato effect because I think that the clouds, oh yes, they're more dense over here against the Big Bear Mountains. Check that out. That is definitely more stratus-like. No, I don't want to do a selfie. Turn around, camera. There. Now you can really get a good look. So, what are we going to do today, you might ask? I know what we're going to do today. We are going to film in shifts. We're going to read a story, and then I'm going to splice this all together and demonstrate some of what is in the story with realia. That's my plan anyway. Hopefully that will actually happen. And I have, oh, look at this. We have happy, relaxing dogs. That's Buddy and Romy flipping around doing their morning calisthenics. I hope that you are getting your exercise in at your houses because to stay fit is very important. And this is how Buddy and Romy. Yes, I know. Nayeli says hi. That is how you stay fit when you have to spend so much time at home. So, our front cover, this is our story for today. Grandmas are forgiving Tickles. Grandmas do a lot of different things, but this story says that they give tickles. So, where shall I read? I have to find a spot to read. I want to do it on the trampoline. Hey, Brisbane. That's Brisbane over there. Say hi, Brisbane. Pool. Well, I don't have a bathing suit on right now. Hey, guys. They're getting their exercise, too. I think there's little doggy pools right there they like to swim in. But there again, I've got on pink shoes and white socks. Maybe I don't want to go in a pool right now. Plus, blue shorts and a pink shirt. The outfit of the day. What are you wearing? Nobody has sent me any clothing pictures for me to enjoy. So if you want to, definitely be dressed. That's very important that you can let me know what you wear around your house while you are staying away from other people. I have the philosophy I want to always be prepared. So I am up, I am dressed as if I were going to be in the school. because you never know when you might need to leave in a hurry and you want to be ready. Doesn't mean you guys have to do that. That's just my philosophy. So let me figure out where I'm going to read. Hi guys, I think I'm going to get out. I have this old table right here with my pumpkin. Oh, I had showed you that last week, the pumpkin project. And my water for emergency. Let's check out the pumpkins. Okay. If you look down there, yes, because we had that big heat wave last week, finally the pumpkins are beginning to look a little bit old. So I think this is the last time we're going to do this. The pumpkins over the course of the last week are finally looking rotten. So with my next trash pickup, which will be tomorrow, I'm going to have to say goodbye to the pumpkins. So they're from October. Let's count months and see how many months we got out of these pumpkins. I'm going to count on my fingers. November, December, January, February, March, April, May. 7 fingers. That means that those pumpkins, they lasted 7 months. Because when I showed you guys them, I think it was just last week, wasn't it? I showed you them in another video. It was my little at-home science project. They were not rotten at all. So I know that it was the warm weather we had that got the best of them. And now it's time to say goodbye to the pumpkins. All right, I'm going to flip out my lounge chair here. My dusty lounge chair, but the inside is clean. There we go. And I'm going to hop in with Grandma's are for giving tickles. Oh, let me climb up on my table. Ugh, come on, 1, 2, 3, and up. There we go. I like to do it this way so that I can read without having dogs in my lap throughout the whole story. It will take away from our concentration. Okay. Front cover. Harriet, get comfortable here. Harriet Ziffer wrote our story. Jennifer Plakas drew the pictures. And here on our front cover, we have a grandma tickling her grandson. They're having a picnic complete with a blanket and a basket with the family cat. Let's read. Let's cheat. And let's read the back cover, find out what's going to happen in our story. Grandmas are special. A grandma will take you on new adventures and play dress up. Grandmas explain the rules and give you tickles. And grandmas love to hug you. Lift the flaps and see all the fun things that grandma does. All right, so flap book. Let's open it up to the first page here. Here is our title page. Grandmas are for giving tickles. And we have our very happy grandson and very happy family cat. Ooh, what does the grandson have on? Is he wearing green? He's wearing a green long sleeve shirt. And what is the cat wearing? What is the cat wearing? And what are my dogs wearing? My cats are inside. I don't want to get out of my chair and go show you cats. So hi, Brownie. Are they wearing anything? They do when it's cold. But since it's warmer out, they're wearing their fur. All right, let's open this up and let's read. I want to make sure I get to the first page and don't miss anything. All right. Grandmas know about butterflies and computers and snails. I would love to show you a snail, but that's one thing that I don't have on my property. I have never had snails here. Computers, we all know about them. That's kind of an old school looking one from the 90s. Now they're a little more modernized than that. And I will show you a butterfly should one happen to fly by while we are here reading. I'm looking in the sky right now, and there's nothing but flies. And I want to show you those. It's not pleasant. A grandma thinks you're the star of every show. Do you know why? That's because you are the star of every show. So, duh, yeah, she's gonna think that. Let's see who's behind our curtain here. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. There's our stars of the show. Let's see who we have here. Try and get this to stay open. We have a Joker dressed in green. You know what that is? If you said ballerina, you are correct. A ballerina in pink. King and Queen dressed in royal red and beautiful blue. We have another Joker. You know what that really is? If this is like the King and Queen's court, they're the jesters. Jesters and Jokers kind of like the same thing. So also in green. And then we have a knight in shining purple armor. This perhaps there's an old book I had to read in middle school. Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. It was a really hard read because I just wasn't into it. Reminds me of that. Since it's not the fondest memory I have of my schooling, I'm going to close the curtain and move on to the next page. Grandmas will play store. Oh, look at that, just like we have in the classroom. They have a cash register and shopping merchandise. Look at that. The bear is worth $5. We're going to assume dollars here. The xylophone is worth $10. The book is worth $2. I'm going to say that's a can of Play-Doh. It's worth $1. And our grandson is the cashier. Just like when we go to the grocery store, the department store, we have somebody who rings up our merchandise. They're called cashiers. He is the cashier. And he's ringing up Grandma's elephant. She's going to buy it. And dress up. They are dressing up in fun clothes. She is wearing a purple dress and a purple and orange flowered hat. We see a purse, a watch, a glove, a little jewelry box. That's fun to do. Grandmas take you to the zoo. What do we see at the zoo? 1, 2, 3. Uno, dos, tres. What are they? Monkeys. I think they're monkeys. That's what I think they are. Shall we lift the flap and see what's going on behind the cage? Oh, look at this. There's a dad or a grandpa. It could be either. And a little boy in his stroller with a purple balloon. Grandpa's got a backpack, so all of the baby's supplies are in his backpack to make sure he has all of his needs. Like we do when we come to school, we keep all of our supplies in our backpacks. Says, Grandmas take you to the zoo. We read that part already. This is either grandpa or a dad. It can be either, and the book doesn't say. Grandma, why can't we feed the elephant? I don't know. Usually they let you do that at the zoo. You've got a machine right there. Put in a quarter, buy some peanuts. I don't know why, but the sign says, you know how important community signs are. Please don't feed the animals. So if the sign says don't feed them, then we better not feed them. that Grandma and Granddaughter are having a good time looking. It's fun to look with your eyes, listen with your ears, and we can feel textures related to an elephant. If it's a really tame one, they might let you rub it, but I don't see that happening in this book, so I'm not sure if that would be the case or not. Let's close the flap. Turn the page. Grandma's let you peel potatoes. Ooh. Wow. Let's dwell on that for a minute. In my case, because I'm old enough to be a grandma, my personal opinion on that page is I would not allow you to peel potatoes because the knives that are used with peeling the potatoes are sharp. So I would let you help, like mash the potatoes with a potato masher, because that's a lot safer. But I'm not sure about peeling the potatoes. That's a big responsibility that I think you need to at least be a teenager before doing something like that. Because I know the potato peelers we have in my household, they're sharp. So, difference of opinion, and that's totally okay. Your family may say, hey, yeah, you can help peel the potatoes. But I know in our classroom, you would not be peeling potatoes. You would help with mashing. Okay, we got a flap here. Let's open it up and see what it says. And play with bubbles. Oh, look. He filled the sink up with bubbles, and now he's blowing them with their family dog. What fun that is. Wow, you know what? Next time I do my little doggy pools over there, I've done it before, and I just changed the water yesterday, so we have to conserve the water. I'm not going to do it again today. But next time, maybe I'll do that. I'll put some bubble bath in there and fill it up for them so that they like it. They like it just the same as regular water. That's fun. I know some of our families do this at home. So I hope you're having time to play with foam soap and to make bubble baths, whether it's actually in the tub and you're taking a bubble bath or just filling the sink and playing with bubbles. Airplanes. I'm going to jump out my chair here. Let's check it out. See if we can see them. We're having a flyby at 1, and I know it's not 1 yet. Way up there. I'm going to grow this as big as I can. I don't know that you're going to be able to see that or not. It is really high in the sky. But that's a plane from March Air Force Base. I don't think it's 1 yet. We're having our honor for first responders, all the doctors and nurses and clerical staff and custodial staff and people that are helping in the hospitals today. All right, let me shrink that back down. I jumped out my chair. Now I got to get back in here again. Hi, Peaches. Okay, here we go. Ugh. Hopefully, you saw the plane. If not, I know you could hear it because it was nice and loud. Get back to our story. We turned the page. Oh. Grandma's bike in Grandma's swim. I'm just going to do this straight through. I'm not going to splice it all together. So, let's talk about swimming. There's my ancient pool. Remember, when you go swimming, you always need to have an adult. It's very important. You never, ever, ever go in there without grandma or mom or dad. You have to swim with somebody. And our book talked about bikes. Let's go over here. I have a few things over here. If we look, there's bikes right there. It's fun to go bike riding. When we get back to school, the bikes, we are going to get back on our Riften bikes and be able to do some bike riding. that is going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to grab the book. Let's head to a different part of the yard. I'm gonna get on the trampoline. This is good exercise too. Oh, let's get up here. I'm gonna set my book down and woo! Oh, that feels so good. Look, it's lunchtime, so this is a noon shadow. If you go out in your yard at lunchtime like it is right now, your shadow is very small because the sun, which we also never look at, the sun is directly overhead at this time of day. So we have a short shadow. Trampoline is so much fun. You probably want to hear the rest of your story. It's a good way to get exercise. So hopefully, if you have it at home, you're using it. Oh, if not, don't tell your grandma, but the bed is kind of fun too. You just don't want to jump too hard because you don't want to break the springs. All right, grandmas don't mind playing hopscotch. Now we got shadow in our book. Let's see if we can still read it that way. If not, I'll move back over to the porch in the chair. Grandmas don't mind playing hopscotch. We got a flap here. No cheating, she says. Look at what numbers we have here. Let's count. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho. Her hopscotch has 8 boxes. So no cheating. You're not, for hopscotch, you don't want to get your foot on a line. I think she kind of is, but that's okay. Because it's hard to jump perfectly. Let's turn our page. Open book. Grandmas show you pictures of Mom when she was little. That's always fun to look at pictures of Mom when Mom was like you and growing up. Grandmas let you water the flowers in the garden. I'm trying to think if there's anything here we can water. I have some ice plant, but I don't want to take too much of your time going to grab the hose to get it, since now I've decided to read this straight through. I might do add-ons and you can see these things later. Grandmas like warm clothes. That's definitely in the wintertime. When we were still in school, we needed caps and scarves and jackets and boots to stay extra warm. Now that the weather is getting warmer, we don't need to dress in such warm clothing. We can wear shorts, and we can wear t-shirts because it's May, and on most days, the air is warmer. So it happens in spring. And then in summer, it's just hot. But this was written in the wintertime, this page, so needed all those extra clothes. Let's lift the flap and let's see what's inside. Have fun! He's going out to play in the cold, and where he lives, we can see it's snowing. Outside, trying to keep the cell phone from putting a shadow over it so you can see the snow. It's snowing. It's wintertime there. And you can see some of the snow on the tree. If you want to feel snow in your house and you happen to have your freezer with a little frost in it, that will give you a snow effect to be able to do something like that. It's cold. Let's close our flap book. Turn the page. Grandmas are good babysitters. They read stories. There's Grandma and grandson all cozy on the couch, reading a book together, like we're enjoying a book right now, under the bright sunlight of our beautiful day. Since they're indoors and it's cold where they are, they have a nice fire in the fireplace with some pictures on the mantle, and even the dog is listening to the story being read. Oh, these guys, yeah, underneath my trampoline here, I've got dogs under there that are listening. I can see them, but I don't think that you guys can through the lens of my cell phone. Their couch, it's beautiful and green, and the picture above. What do you see in that picture? Trees and grass, and looks like maybe some mountain. Go outside today. Have your family take you up to a tree and touch the bark on the trunk of the tree and the leaves. If I do an add-on, I might do that for you guys. Grandmas let you look in their purses. Oh, look at that. They keep things in there. Lots of things. Her purse is yellow. Grandmas explain the rules. First, you need to match the numbers of the cards. And if you get 4 of the same number, then you have won that number. That doesn't make very good sense. Like fish, you gotta have 4 of a kind. That's what I call it. Or for grown-ups, poker, 4 of a kind. That's a good thing. Grandmas answer questions. Can I go outside? Well, let's get warm first. And then we will lift the flap, open the door, and see if that's what we're going to do. Oh, why do stars twinkle? Why is the moon yellow? Where do birds go at night? Well, right now they're out. We can hear them tweeting in our story. Stars twinkle due to the distance of where they are from our eye viewing them. Boy, that's a really long one to explain. I'm going to keep it extremely simple because light takes a long time to travel and stars are very far away. Why is the moon yellow? That would be because of the sun hitting it. You know what we might just do? We can take these questions, and when I'm not outside, we can look them up and we can find out a professional answer with some spontaneous internet research. That might be fun. Where do birds go at night? Well, they usually go to sleep in their nests. So I think after the story, we'll look all that up and we'll find out what a professional answer is. Ooh, yeah. You can give a grandma a big hug and she'll always hug you back. Oh, that's so nice. If your grandma is near you and you want to give her a big hug, you can. If she's not, because we are practicing social distancing right now in the middle of our coronavirus pandemic, you can give her a virtual hug, which is a hug from afar over a FaceTime meeting or Zoom or whatever it is you're using to communicate. I'm going to give you guys a virtual hug right now. Oh, just like that. And there's 2 things we're going to do next. 3 things we're going to do next. We're going to find something to water. We are going to touch a tree. And then 3, we're going to do that spontaneous internet research. So take a break. Go get yourself something to eat, something to drink, whatever it is you need to do. and we'll be back and we'll do those 3 things. All right. First things first, we are going to water plants. This is a faucet. A faucet is where your water comes out of. That's right there. We have our hose. It's Miss Marilyn's big gray hose. I got to brag on this hose. It is it's 22 years old. I bought this hose when I first moved here. And I've lived here for 22.5 years. Mind-blowing. So let's turn on our 22-year-old hose. Miss Marilyn likes old stuff. If you know me, you know I do. Turn the water on. I can't really show you that part because you can see the hose is leaking. I don't want to get my phone wet. And we are going to water the beautiful white flowers that are right here, that protect my mop bucket that I store there to dry. There we go, watering the flowers. And if you go outside and find some flowers, smell them, because these flowers, they smell spectacular, like this. Just use your nose. You don't want to be eating any flowers. They're not food. Just use your nose and smell them. So good. I want to come over here. I got to stay away from that. I'll show you. We're going to turn the faucet off. There we go. Oh, that's where I put the book so I wouldn't get wet. Now, let's go touch a tree. Go in this part of the yard. Let's take a walk. Hi, guys. It's Milo and Louie. They live in this part of the yard. Do you want to come say hi to our friends? Oh, yeah. Hi, Milo. Hi, Louie. We get that out of your face there. A little foxtail. 'Tis the season. We always have to be careful of that this time of year. We don't want them to get stuck in our critters. Look, trees. So go out in your yard. Hopefully you have trees. If not, you might have to do it at a different time. All right. Can feel a leaf. Feel a few leaves. Soft. The branch is a little bit rough, but the leaves are nice and soft. Feels good. And we can come over here. Let's touch this tree's trunk. It's got a nice, big, rough feeling trunk. How is the trunk of your tree in your yard? Is it big and rough? This is a tall tree. Look at that, it goes way up there in the sky, like Jack and the Beanstalk. We have some trees that are short. And then we have some trees that are medium. And we have some trees that are tall and go pretty high. That'd be one of the tall ones. Let me come out into the corner of my yard and you can see the sizes, the different sizes of the trees. Small tree, medium tree, and the large tree. So trees are in all different sizes. I think we should go do that internet research next. Let's. Hello again. Now it's evening time and a lot has happened during the day, but we're going to do our spontaneous internet research based on those 3 questions that our book asked. The first one, why do stars twinkle? All right, we have Google search up. Let's put caps lock on. Why, W-H-Y, D-O, why do, S-T-A-R-S, stars, T-W-I-N-K-L-E. Now we don't want a very, there we go. Why do stars twinkle for kids? We don't want anything really complicated here. All right. Here we go. Here's our answer. Stars twinkle because we are viewing them through Earth's atmosphere, which has lots of thick moving air in it. The light is refracted, in parentheses, bent, through the atmosphere in lots of different directions, which causes the appearance of twinkling. This light refraction also makes the twinkling appear as if the colors... Didn't finish its sentence. Let's hit right there. Hopefully this doesn't get too technical. All right, here we go. Oh, look at that. This light refraction also makes the twinkling appear as if the colors of the starlight are changing. Light is composed of a spectrum of colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet, and this includes starlight. Light travels in waves, and different frequencies of the waves produce different colors. Because the light is being bent at so many different angles and traveling at different speeds, when it passes through Earth's atmosphere, it causes many different wave patterns in the light. This causes the twinkling of the stars to be multicolored. You can see this refraction at home by shining light through a prism. The light slows down or speeds up as it travels through the prism at different angles and produces a rainbow. All right, then it gets into planets. Planets do not usually appear to twinkle because they are much closer to Earth than the stars. The stars are very far away, points of light like our sun, that are traveling very far through space. The planets have a more stable image because the light that we see coming off of them is reflected from our own sun and is much closer. Okay. I think that is a really good explanation. A little bit better than me saying because the light has so far to travel. That was more specific than my response. Okay, we're going to get out of here. Our next question, let's get that up. Is... why is the moon yellow? There it is right there. Why is the moon yellow? Okay, let's go back here. Get our capitals on. Y, W-H-Y, is I-S space T-H-E. Why is the M-O-O-N? Why is the moon yellow? Y-E-L-L-O-W. And we need a question mark. See, I have to put this down for a minute so I can hit question mark. There we go. And there we go. This effect is caused by the atmosphere of the Earth. The reason for the orange-yellow color is due to the scattering of light by the atmosphere. When the moon is near the horizon, the moonlight must pass through much more atmosphere than when the moon is directly overhead. So that is why the moon is yellow. The third question, where do birds go at night? Okay, we're gonna come up here. Where do birds go at night? W-H-E-R-E, where? D-O, space, B-I-R-D-S, G-O. Oh, there we go. There's our question. Where do birds go at night? All right, here is our answer. They may perch close to the trunk on the downwind side.
Birds that live out in open fields or shores may simply hunker down where they are, facing into the wind. During stormy weather, birds usually go to the kinds of spots where they sleep at night or make an extra effort to find an even more sheltered place. All right. There you go. They're hiding and they're sleeping in the trees at night. So we have answered the 3 questions to our story. We had a wonderful lesson with Grandmas Are Forgiving Tickles. On the end of this video, I am going to add a plane flight of our military planes from March Air Force Base that flew over all of our local hospitals today to honor our first responders. We'll put that on the very end of this video so you can enjoy that as well. With that said, everybody have a good weekend. Bye. Thank you, first responders. Comes the next plane. Thank you, first responders. Thank you, first responders, who are helping everybody in this pandemic. He's behind the neighbor's trees. The last item on our movie for the day, since you have got to see the airplanes in honor of our first responders fly over on the way to visit all of the local hospitals in Southern California. These are in glass lit Mama Liz's jellyfish. First one is going to be a beautiful little glass apple. Thank you, Mama Liz. And then the next 2 have jellyfish inside. She got them down in Oceanside at the pier before we started practicing social distancing. And I filmed them because they're really pretty. Thought you might enjoy seeing them. And after that, off to have a wonderful weekend with your families. Take care. Bye. Try to turn it off. Do they sell them like on Amazon or something?
I haven't checked. I'm pretty sure they do.
That is really cool. The kids would love that.
What's that big one?
Drop the head?
No.
Wow. Did you guys all see the plane?
No.
What happened?
I had to,
Did I video the other one or just the apple?
just the apple.
Okay, I gotta put the other one back on and video it. That is so cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Give me
They're all done with the dogs. So they were supposed to be my table decoration, but
Oh, this is
they
cool.
haven't so far.
Come here. Give me
It's your birthday and
a
the dog
Give
pals
me a
open.
hug. Come here.
This is the kind of stuff you just want to experience live like we're doing. And we can't right now. I mean, we are, but because I want to share it in the Google room, but
You want to take it? You can do whatever you want.
no, you do not want to trust me with this. I'm not responsible with glass. That's so cool.
The other one? Does this look like an alien?
Cool. Wow. Hi.
Okay, come on.
That's so
A
cool.
little bit closer. A little bit closer. I won't tickle you. I won't tickle you.
Dang, there's a whole party.
Wow.
Oh, really? Oh, really? Is he in it?
Awesome.
No, this is your mustache.